Hello everybody and welcome back to Oakfield Farm. So I'm just continuing the baling from yesterday. We produced 50 bales just by going around the headland twice, which was quite incredible. So I think I estimated around 200 bales for this one field, and that's not like 200 conventional bales, that's 200 quadrant bales, which is the reason why I do like to use the Heston balers, but at the moment I don't think there's any Heston balers out. I know that ARM or ARM modding used to have a Heston baler for FS19, and I think 15 as well, which was great. It really was good. It might even be coming to 19 potentially. But yeah, the Heston balers really are a good addition to the game. It is nice to be able to create those really big bales. These quadrant ones are okay. They're not terrible. But yes, obviously you can pack much more into a larger bale. So I'm just going to continue. We are accidentally creating hay here as well. I did ask the question in the previous episode, and I think we pretty much brought it down to my seasons being out of date. I forgot to update it. It is now fully updated. It's the latest version, so hopefully nothing like that happens again. Although I did have some other suggestions, and that was the grass was too dry when I cut it in the first place, and also I think somebody said that I left it too long, but I don't think that could have been the case because it was only like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes real time and maybe an hour in-game time, potentially. Nothing too substantial. So, I don't know. Anyway, the baler is following, it's doing a good job. I'm going to crack on, and when I'm much closer to the end, I will update you, and then we can start to clear these bales, because yeah, we're sort of stuck with the hay bales. I'm not going to wrap them just in case all I do is create some wrapped hay bales instead of haylage or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to go for this, and then we can sell the majority, maybe even all of them. Well, I am very close to the end here. I don't know if we're going to quite fit all of this in one go. I think it'd be quite a struggle. So I'll just go to the end of here, spin around and get that final piece, and then we can check and see how many bales I have created. Now I will check once I have unloaded the baler, because what tends to happen is you have one which is not in production, it has actually been created, but it has to be in the sort of line of about 2 to 3 to be pushed out. So yes, I'll make sure the baler is unloaded, because it does affect the statistic. I think it's the amount of bales which have been dropped over the amount of bales produced, although that might have changed. I'm not too sure. That's convenient, he managed to put a bale dead on where I crossed over. Okay. That's it, you push it out of the way. That's good, very good. Okay, turn it off and we will take a look in a second. One thing I can very safely say though is it's a lot of bales. It's a good job I have that really nice Flegel trailer. Now I've had quite a few requests to use the manual attach mod. I really do want to use it. I am going to save it for the survival roleplay on FS19. I want to do everything I can do to differentiate the series. Obviously the survival roleplay is going to be very different to this series, for example, but just having more different features in that series just helps to make it even more different. Okay, so let's just turn it off there, press Y, once it's turned off. And there we go. That can be folded up and we can check the statistics. So I did say 200 roughly. Let's see how close I was. We are looking at the total though. 105. I was almost 100 off. Okay, I do like to overestimate things clearly. So what I can do now is take this back over to the store, unless I have only a few hours on it, in which case I'll keep it. It's got 0.4. I think I will keep it until the end of harvest, because harvest is only a few days away. We are likely going to have a daily fee on it, but it's still going to be required. In fact, it's going to be used a lot, and it's most likely still going to be cheaper than getting it again. I don't really want to get it again. There are quite a few missed pieces looking at this. Or maybe it's just in this corner. Anyway, I'll just get everything lined up, then we can head off. One thing which I don't think will be used again is the windrower. Now, eventually we can actually buy a windrower, but at the moment it's just not really worth it. It's only going to be required for the grass fields, not really the straw fields, unless I do actually go for a very old combine harvester, which I might still do, but I currently have my mind set on leasing a very expensive large one. Since we only have 2 fields, I don't really want to get one, because not only do you have to store it, but it's just not really worth spending all that money for 2 fields. Now, I admit that one of those fields is huge, but yeah, that's even more reason to go for a large rented combine. So where to position this? I know there's no space down the bottom, which means it's going to have to go up here. I think we might be full up here as well. Let me just turn that other tractor off. It is very slowly approaching. It's heading down the road. Yes, I have 2 ploughs. Takes up a fair amount of space. I don't know where the other tractor is going to, but it can wait there. I think we might have to keep it outside, which is not something I wanted to do. Full. It's all full. Oh no, we do have a space just here. 2 spaces, in fact. How I underestimated it. So, we have a new issue. And that is my Flegel trailer. Personally, I prefer to move those bales with a lorry. But it is going to be probably a few, I don't know, 15,000, 20,000 pounds. It's obviously going to be a used lorry, so it's not going to be extravagant. We will get a bit of money back for the dolly which is currently attached to the front of it. I could use a tractor, but I don't really want to. I find them quite unstable with the dolly on here. And we have speed when it comes to using the lorry. So let's just take a look and see how much I can actually get for the hay. Okay, so, oh yes, of course, it doesn't actually tell you a price, does it? Oh, it does. It does, it's 180. Biogas plant. I don't know if it would actually give us money at other places or not, but I doubt it. Okay, so I have found a suitable lorry, and it does look good. It looks very good, a Volvo. So we're taking the dolly, and we're taking the tedder, the windrow, sorry, back over to the store. We can obviously get some money back for the dolly, but nothing for this at least. And then we can purchase the lorry, and hopefully it does turn out to be very good. This is the thing about doing the road work. It's fine doing it with tractors, but when you can have the option of a lorry, it's so much better, because not only are they more stable, I think, really, for transporting these trailers of bales, they are also faster. Arguably. Because yes, you could obviously use a fast track or something. Anyway, let's get some money back. Pretty good, 7,195, that could be much worse. And now into the truck category to find this. I think it looks good. I think it looks very good. Different engine setups, so I think probably for £1,000 extra, we might as well upgrade to the 460. So £24,000 purchase, and we will give it a go. Of course, we do need to take the tractors back as well. But then we can start the loading process, and it is going to be a case of just picking up all the bales and selling them. I don't think there's any reason to keep any. The pigs don't even require hay. So, yep, they might as well go. Make as much money back as possible. Actually, I don't know if this is off ETS2. I thought originally that pretty much every lorry mod was from ETS2. But it doesn't seem familiar. It could be an ETS2 mod, I really don't know. But yes, let's just get that to follow us back. And I think it's not going to have a great deal of use. It's not going to be used every time. It's just going to be for carting bales. So, let's go and hitch onto that trailer. And hopefully it does end up being very stable. 52 miles per hour is the maximum speed, so yeah, that's pretty good. We do have AdBlue with this as well, which is surprising, so I didn't think, in real life at least, you would have AdBlue with this particular lorry. It's quite old, I think. I don't know a massive amount about them, but yeah, I think it is too old to have the AdBlue. It'd be good if I could put a number plate on here too. I could put a UK number plate on. It looks like it's from the Netherlands originally. I do know how to put a number plate on, so we could change it to UK. Back of the yard, I'm just going to position these tractors somewhere neat. Yes, pretty much every single storage space has been taken up now. It's doing that thing again where the steering column doesn't pop down. There we go. If all else fails, turn it off and turn it on again. In this case, get out and get back in. There is space here? Oh no, I took it, didn't I? Oh no, there is space. And that really is the final space. So here we go, we have the trailer. We also have, I believe, yes we do have auto load, which, forgive me, I'm going to have to use it because it's just too many bales for me to pick up. You know what I'm like. I'm not very good at stacking. I can stack. In survival roleplay, I'm very happy doing it because there doesn't tend to be many bales, but 105 bales, we're going to be here for like 3 or 4 episodes just clearing some bales away. So let's just get them picked up, and even this particular trailer might not have the greatest of capacities. I really don't know how many are going to fit on here, but it is the one specified to have the square bales. There are actually 2 different trailers. In FS19 you could just change whatever it was you were loading through the options. But in 19, this trailer, you have to have a different trailer altogether to load up a round bale over a square bale. So it's interesting. I'm not too sure the reasons behind it, but yeah. It doesn't bother me because I tend to only do one type of bale anyway, but if you were doing 2 types, I guess you'd have to just have both. I don't know about you, but I really do like this area down here. So all I need to do is configure operating position by pressing B, and they should start to load. There we go. I won't take credit, don't worry, I won't take credit for the stacking of this. If I could ever stack as neatly as this, then I would be doing very well. All we have to do is drive alongside. It's cheating, it is cheating, but it is just for our own good. Otherwise, every episode from now on would just be moving these bales. I have to do loads of other stuff. And harvest isn't too far away. Oh, look at this good line here. We can just pick up all these. It looks like the capacity is at around 32. I'd say it's 32. I got an achievement. Not that I tend to follow achievements, but I have apparently bred 50 pigs, which means they are breeding. Now, I don't think there is any way of actually accumulating the number of pigs we have here into one figure. You'd have to count them yourself. In 17, it just told you how many you had. Water, 44 litres. To the pig farm. So before we can sell it, we do need to do that. I didn't realise it was so low. They are fine. They do have water to live, but if I hadn't noticed, we would have some losses there. It looks so good. It looks incredibly good. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to make a mess here, but if I can just possibly press transport position, unload bales, L, no, not yet, yes, Y, L, there we go. It actually puts the bales to the bed. They now have a mast to them, so this is as heavy as it should be, which is going to make it much more challenging for cornering. If I go too fast, I will flip it. Despite them being strapped on, they're jiggling. They really are jiggling. Jiggle back together. Get back in your positions, you crazy bales. Yes, I think for all the future loads, I will just keep them together. I'm not going to unstrap to trailer, or unload to trailer, then strap to trailer, just because of the potential explosion there. I don't want to have a bale explosion. I can feel the bales trying to control the lorry, which is unsettling to say the least. So I have just actually sorted the bales out, put them back as they were, and I will take the telehandler to the BGA just in case I do have to unload them with that, because they're not necessarily just going to sell straight off. But first I have the issue of giving them water. Now my water tank is just here. Yeah, I think it's actually the first time I've actually given them water since the first time. It's only the second time in total. Which means that they are taking much more than 2 days worth. Unless I did give them some, not too sure. But there you go, pigs. I would never forget you. How can I forget my pigs? Yep, just going to take quite a bit of water. That's fine, we have plenty to go around. Is that done? It is. So now we should see that they're very healthy. It is just straw they don't have, but that is fine in itself because we can just give them nothing and we'll get slurry. I did see a few of my viewers say that if you don't give them straw it will affect the health because it is for bedding, so I should really give them straw. But just generating a bit of slurry in the meantime is not an issue. So now that's done, let's go. Yeah, you see what this is going to do? It is going to unload to the bed. It's not going to unload to the ground. So if the trigger is only on the ground or up in the actual processor, we'll just have to do it with this JCB. I think that we do it with the JCB. I'm pretty sure I did do last time. But it's worth a try. Press Y again. Yeah. So we are going to have to do it with that. Unless I just floor it in reverse and then brake. Not too sure if that'll work. Yeah, flooring it in reverse with this doesn't seem to work. It's just a bit too slow.
I can't be the one to need. Maybe if I change the way I love it. Maybe if I try to fix this heart then I could have stayed the night. I could have called you mine. And I'll be the one that you need. Maybe if I change the way I love it. Maybe if I try to fix this heart then I could have stayed the night. I could have called you mine. And I'll be the one that you need.
Okay, so the final bale is just going to the processor now. I don't really want to sell everything until I have seen the money come in. The money only comes in at midnight. Because if midnight passes and nothing comes in, then I would be completely wasting my time selling the next 2 loads. So I think, let's just double check what it says about the rotting of hay. I had a quick look, it looks like it's mostly grass which likes to rot away very quickly. So I should be able to keep, well hopefully I should be able to keep the hay bales in the field just for tonight. Hopefully. It's only been, well this is the first night, because they're only baled in the same day. So if we head back to the farm and then rest, we should hopefully see some income. If we do, great. If we don't, then I guess I'll be keeping the bales. We'll have to. It'll be just a total waste of time. But it should be £180 for every 1,000 litres which have been sold. So for a full trailer load, I don't know what that's going to be, but it should be a few, well, £10,000 maybe? 7,000? 7 to 10? Don't know. We will soon find out. So I'll just park up for tonight. Of course I had to increase the rate of time for doing the processing there, because the BGA will not accept it if it's got 50,000 litres in. So you have to speed up time for it to process faster. Let's park it here. Should be fine for today. The beacons are still on. There we go. Right, let's rest. That process really did work very well. It was great actually. Love that Flegel trailer. So here we go. £21,600. Wow. I've done very well there. Much better than expected. So please don't let my bales have rotted away. That would be sad. Very sad. You can't see them from here. I'll tell you what we'll do. It is the new day. This is the day for the next episode, but we will just very quickly go over to the field and have a quick look. I see bales. My drone can see bales. It's a good sign. They did not rot away. So that's going to be another 21,600, as long as the price hasn't changed, plus another load. In fact, is it? I think it's going to be almost four loads here. Crikey, we're doing well. We could make £100,000 from my mistakenly made hay bales. That is good. So on that very interesting note, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.